It feels good. I mean, the main thing I had coming in this week, I did see that, he sent out that nice email, and I was surprised to see that only a handful of people had actually won it twice before. And so that did give me a little incentive to try and kind of, make a little bit of history there or something. But Marty's ahead of me on the player of the year, and that's what I was concerned with. So I've made up some ground today on Marty, so I was really happy to do that. I just played steady, made a lot of pars, and I was never down, not in a single match, so I never had a lot of very much additional pressure, like everyone else probably was feeling when they were down. So that definitely helped. So I was able to relax and just make a lot of pars, a couple of birdies here, and then that's just how it goes sometimes. It's funny. The first match, I played against a guy that I know very well. He actually caddies for me in PNCs and stuff, Tyler Anderson, and so I was probably too comfortable in that match, and so it went a lot longer than I probably could have had it go. But the other match, I just played good. I didn't make very many, if any, mistakes really. I was under par probably every match, 2 or 3 under par, and as you can see by the stroke play qualifying, 2 under was low. So if you're 2 or 3 under, it's a good chance you're going to be in a good position. So I was lucky. I was fortunate to get under par and close out a couple matches early. It was nice. I was really trying to just not make any mistakes. Once I got 3 up, I figure if I don't make any mistakes, he's probably, I could tell he was a little bit off. So if he makes another 1, 2, it could be just like a match like Craig's. But then unfortunately I made some mistakes and we went back, and then he had some really good shots there on 7 and 8. 7 was a hard hole for me, and they squared up the match. And then it was all business, back to business again on 10. But yeah, it was definitely a different feeling because I never was even close to being down in any of my other matches, and then making the turn even. I was feeling a little bit of the pressure there, but I was a little bit off with the driver, and Mike had the tees back today, so it kind of forced me to hit more drivers than I normally would around here, and I was just a little bit off, and so I hit a bad drive on 11, and he had a great shot on 12, and so yeah, then it was all we were tight again at that point, so I was feeling the heat, but I don't know, it was fun. I was 1 up going into 17. And yeah, I seem like I hit in that bunker every year on like semifinal, final match. So I actually felt pretty comfortable with that bunker shot, though I was concerned that I felt a good chance he was going to make his putt, and he just barely missed it. I figured if I could go to 18 1 up, I was going to have a real good chance to finish it off, and unfortunately I did. I think a lot about the mental game when I'm playing or when I'm not playing, and that's what it just comes down to, is just trying to worry about yourself. The more you start worrying about what your opponent's doing, the more trouble you get in, I think. It's amazing how good this condition this golf course is in. In the summertime, the greens are unbelievable, and they can do whatever they want, I think, with these greens. They were a nice pace. They could make them faster, which would certainly make them harder, but they were receptive. Smooth. Just the fairways were nice. The bunkers. I love this golf course. I wish I could come play here all the time. I like to think, I've played pretty well the last couple of years, but I like to think now that maybe I am something in match play. I don't know. It's different, but I feel good.